We're diving straight into a story that's shaking the world. On 28th February, Israel and the US launched a coordinated attack on Iran. The massive escalation came just 8 months after the 12-day war between Israel and Iran in June 2025, and importantly, in the midst of indirect talks between the US and Iran, mediated by Oman. Now, Israel described it as a preemptive strike, while US President Donald Trump called it the start of major combat operations aimed at neutralizing threats from the Iranian regime. The attacks were codenamed Lion's Roar by Israel and Operation Epic Fury by the US. Explosions rocked Tehran and beyond, with plumes of smoke rising over the capital's skyline. The first wave of airstrikes reportedly hit the compound housing Iran's 86-year-old Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei. Now, it was a symbolic but direct shot at the heart of the regime. Other blasts echoed in Isfahan, home to major nuclear facilities, Qom, a religious and strategic hub, Karach near Tehran, which has military installations, and Kermanshah in the west, which houses missile bases. Now, US and Israeli officials said that the goals were to 1. Dismantle Iran's missile and military capabilities, 2. Obliterate its nuclear program, and 3. Ultimately push for regime change. President Trump called on the Iranian people to take over the government. He called on Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps to lay down its arms or face certain death. But Iran didn't sit idle though. It fired back almost immediately, targeting a US military base in Bahrain. Explosions were reported in Qatar, the UAE, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia, targeting US assets. Israel heard air raid sirens as incoming fire lit up the skies. Now, this tit-for-tat is spreading fast, pulling in allies and risking a wider war. These strikes signal President Trump's impatience and a willingness to act unilaterally. At the same time, they could force Iran to harden its stance. For the world, it raises oil prices, rattles markets, and heightens fears of a nuclear arms race or broader conflict involving Russia or China. President Trump, who promised no new wars, admitted that American lives may be lost as he launched the attack on Iran. So has he given up on his quest for the Nobel Peace Prize? And if that is true, will he drag the world into another endless war? That's the question.